Hello, everybody. You know what time it is. We have made it. It is time for another wonderful Wednesday Wisdom Nugget. So here's the good news. This week was a short week. So most people had Monday off for Memorial Day. And I want to take this time to pretty much give honor to anyone in the military who has lost someone in the services. They are gone, but not forgotten. My father was in the military, so I was a military brat. So, yes. And thank you for your service, everybody. Now, let's hop right on into it. What's weird is the topic that I'm actually talking about is actually what I am dealing with because it has been a journey. So, today I'm actually going to be talking to myself, encouraging myself as well with a lot of things that I'm dealing with. So I'm going to go ahead and head on into it. But it's Philippians chapter 4, verses 11. And I'm also going to do 12 and 13. I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do everything through him who gives me strength. So today I'm talking about perseverance. So everyone knows that in life you have trouble. That's the inevitable. But for me, I know, I understand you have trouble. You have issues. That's what comes with life. But for me, what really gets me is the back-to-back trouble, the extended trouble, the extended bad days. And you're trying everything you can to keep a smile on your face. You're trying everything you can to keep going. That's where perseverance comes in. That's where that verse comes in. It says no matter how it is, no matter what you see around you, you have to remain content. And you can do it because it says you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You have to go to him. You have to be in tune with him. And God has told me plenty of times before when I felt down and I'm walking and I'm crying through my tears and I'm like, God, I can't do this anymore. He still is like, yes, you can, because there's no limit on prayer. There's no limit on talking to me. I'm here. I'm with you. I'm walking with you. I have your hand. You can do this. And like I said, for a lot of people, I think what really is the breaking point is the consistency in bad days. And for me, it's like, I know that bad days come, okay? But when it's a bad year or years, bad months, it's like it starts to really weigh on you. And people will be like, oh, you'll be okay. You'll be all right. And then you're like, okay, you start getting in that mindset like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be all right. You're right. They're encouraging me. I'm encouraging myself. Then something else goes wrong. Then you're like, oh, okay, it's okay. I'll be all right. Then something else goes wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Then something else goes wrong. That is the season that I'm in. And I'm telling you, it has really driven me to a point where I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. And sometimes I want to freaking scream. And I know that there's people out here who understand how I feel. And I know that there's somebody out there that's on the other side. And those are the people I like to talk to. The people who have already been through it, where they're like, you know what? You're going to make it through because this happened to me and such and such and such. That's why it's important that we share our testimonies. That's why it's important that we just keep it real and open up and release this stuff. Because life can get so hard sometimes and you don't have the strength to pull through. You don't have the strength to persevere. But I'm telling you, I have to persevere. So that means you have to persevere. And this is one thing that I hold on to. It can always be worse. I don't care what you are going through. It's somebody else who wants your problems. It's somebody else that's looking at you and they're like, that's nothing. I can deal with that because I'm going through X, Y, and Z. And that's what I look at. I'm learning to have more gratitude. I'm learning to look at things that seem so small before. Now I'm looking at them and I'm like, okay, Because even having the activity of your limbs is a blessing. A lot of people don't have the activity of their limbs. A lot of people cannot see. Being able to see, life itself is a gift. Having clothes on your back, having shelter. Some people are homeless. There are some of the things that you complain about and you whine about. And there's other people that are like, I wish that was my problem. And that's what keeps me going. And a lot of times with perseverance as well, I just have to check in with God. I have to pray. I'm like, God, give me strength. And it's okay to ask God for strength. It's okay, even in your work meetings, to go to the bathroom and pray and say, God, give me strength. I don't know how much more I can take. Keep it real with him. Talk to him the way you talk to your friends. He is your friend. He's your constant friend. And that's what I'm learning. I'm learning to talk to him, check in with him. I've also been, like I've said in previous videos, I color a lot. Coloring really relaxes me and calms me down. Sometimes I just have to take a breath of fresh air because sometimes life can really get overwhelming, you know? Sometimes people are going through seasons, a whole season of just bad things happening or unfavorable things happening. That's more than just a pat on the back, you'll be all right. They need time to process it. They need time to grieve. They need time to be sad. And like I said, sometimes there's days where I'm sad. Sometimes there's days where I'm angry. Sometimes there's days where I'm happy. I mean, it just fluctuates up and down. But I do feel like also I'm in a healing season. I'm in a season that is restoration. And I know that there's somebody out there that can feel me. And perseverance is hard. Perseverance is hard. But you have to think about what's on the other side of all of this. There is something great. If there's that much force and resistance, there's something great. Look at every successful person. Look at everybody who has been through something and look at their story. They went through a lot. And I just look at that too as my example. And I'm like, okay, this person went through X, Y, and Z. So I know that I'm in a great number. Sometimes you have to just push through, even when you're like, I don't feel like it. I didn't feel like doing this video today. But God was like, no, you're going to do it. So I urge you to persevere. I urge you to keep going through your tears. When you're like, I'm tired of faking it, I'm urging you to still keep going. Even when you feel like the saddest person and you can't take it anymore. Keep going. I don't care what you have to do. And sometimes I write letters to myself. I write notes to myself. Like, dear Kenosha, you're going to make it. Keep going. I don't care if you have to look in the mirror and tell yourself that. It's going to be all right, guys. Because it seems like a lot of people have been going through so much. But we have to lean on each other. And sometimes we're trying to take on all of these things ourselves. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to talk to others. And that's what I'm learning how to do myself. It's going to be all right, guys. Let's persevere. Let's keep going. And let's just keep God first. Let's keep God first. Make mental health our priority. And let's keep pushing in spite of what goes on. Persevere, guys. God bless. Have a happy and blessed Wednesday. Bye-bye.